bikini divas, fitness models, and bodybuilders use to dominate their competition and land on the covers of magazines. Only here at The Body Shop will we allow you to listen and talk to the best in fitness competition. If you're passionate about bodybuilding and fitness, you have found your new home. All of us here at FTNS Radio would like to welcome you to The Body Shop. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome your host, Andre Brick St. Clair.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of The Body Shop. Thank you for allowing The Body Shop and FTNS into your homes and in through your airwaves. Only here at The Body Shop will you learn the backstage secrets that the most successful bikini divas, fitness models, and bodybuilders use to land on the covers of magazines and dominate their competition. Unfortunately today, Brian Canone is not here with me, but I brought back a very special treat. One of my dearest friends in the industry. Please welcome the newest WBFF. She didn't even let me finish. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome WBFF Pro, Miss Lorianne Marchese.
What's up?
How you doing?
Pretty good. In a long time.
Hey, you know what? That's your fault. You've been ducking me for too long now.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Now,
well,
why
I'm here.
is that? No, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. You see, that's what it is. You turn pro when you forget about bricks?
Never did.
Okay.
Never did.
All right. I gotta make sure.
Back. I always got your
yeah,
back.
I know you do, sweetheart. Okay. And now, Lorianne, you brought some very special guests with you.
I actually did.
Okay.
So I want to introduce her.
Okay.
Her name is?
No.
Oh, do you want to do it?
No. I want you to give her a proper introduction.
Oh, well, I don't know if I could do it like you.
Well, you know, I try to make it do what it do, but I want you to make it do what it do.
No, you put me on the spot. So I would like to introduce Miss Ruby Barbara, and she is the host of Univision TV. So welcome, Ruby, to The Body Shop.
Thank you very much for having me. Oh my God, that is so awesome to be here. Thank you.
No, thank you. So how are you?
Very good. Very good. I'm having so much fun right now, you know, like Lorianne, and you go, girl, for that competition, you know. I'm very excited. And yes, that Lorianne talked about a little bit about me, and I do a reality show in Univision.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun so far. I love TV.
Right.
And I'm going to be participating in
November 5.
5.
Yep, she's actually trying to compete for November 5 show. She's lost a lot of weight already.
Really?
So her goal is to go to that show and then also go to Fitness Atlantic 2012.
That's right, Ruby. I need to see you on that Fitness Atlantic stage.
Oh my God.
But prior to that, now, which category or what event do you want to compete in?
Well, I'm going to compete in the
bikini.
The bikini.
The 35 and up.
Okay.
I think that's what they
bikini
have.
35 and up?
Is it 35?
Lorianne, what are you talking about? I'm 20.
That's right. Don't be asking a woman her age. What's wrong with you? You know better than that.
I didn't say age.
No. I'm very proud to say my age.
As you can see.
That's
Listen,
right.
I'm very proud to say my age. I'm 20.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now, Ruby, hold on, because having you here in the studio is actually a blessing to me, okay? Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take The Body Shop, I'm trying to take FTNS, and I'm trying to make it into an international, global market. So with you here, right, I want you to speak to the Latin community and just give a shout out to FTNS. Say something in Spanish, because it's such a romantic language.
Oh my God, thank you very much. Gracias. Pues yo le diría a todas esas chicas que quisieran competir que se preparen, que lo primero que tienen que hacer es comer saludable, que es delicioso comer saludable, número 1, y número 2, cuidar su cuerpo. Ir al gimnasio todos los días no es fácil, pero no es imposible.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Now, for those of you that are wondering what she said, go get Rosetta Stone.
I'm sorry.
No, but that's good. Okay, now, Ruby, with you getting in shape for November 5.
Yes.
Okay. Is Lorianne helping you? And if so, what has she, taught you along the way?
Oh my God, I don't even want to describe how she treated me. She treated me so bad, I have to say. When I work out with her, she's like, stand up. You have to work hard. Yeah, you know, she treated me bad, I have to say.
Right.
No, but she's fantastic.
Bubblegum bully, that's what she is. I keep trying to tell you that.
She's good.
Or her
She's
diet. Your diet. Why don't you talk about your diet?
Yes,
No more
definitely.
Spanish food.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, you about to see the multilingual styles of bricks. So, I'm going to name some foods, and you tell me yes or no, can you still have it?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Arroz con pollo.
Oh, no. No way that I can have that.
Pernil.
Oh, no.
Fried plátanos.
You're bad.
Carne
You're
guisada.
bad. No.
Cuchi frito.
No.
I don't want to talk to you no more. You're killing.
No, I'm not allowed to eat pernil, and I make a very good pernil. I have to
Really?
say that. I learned that from the how to say Puerto Rican lady. She's very good, and I learned how to do a pernil, and I really love it. But I can have that.
Oh.
I definitely can. So.
Okay, so what can you have then?
Oh my God! Well, I have to eat a lot of fish, chicken,
Okay.
sweet potato,
Right.
and I eat a lot of vegetables.
Okay.
That's what I eat.
And your new bread that I brought you to Whole Foods to get.
Oh my
Ezekiel
God,
bread?
yes.
Yeah.
It's not. I have to say, it's not that easy. I feel very, very weak because I used to eat like regular food. So
Yes.
now I'm eating like so healthy. But that works because now I can fit in a X small dress. So I'm very excited.
Okay, so where were you prior to hooking up with WBFF Pro Lorianne Marchese? Size-wise, like, what size dress were you wearing?
No, I wasn't too bad. I have to say, I was like 7.
Okay, that's
You know, I wasn't too bad.
Okay.
I watch what I eat all the time.
Okay.
I have to say,
And where are you now?
X small.
Okay, but you gotta give us a number. You gotta give a number for the listeners.
Oh, well, okay. 4. I have to say I'm a 4 size. Now.
Okay, so you went from a 7 to a 4.
Yeah.
So you dropped 3 dress sizes.
Yes.
In approximately how much time?
I have to say like 2 months.
2 months.
2
yeah.
months.
Yes.
How many burpees did you make her do?
Burpees.
months.
I started off just with a diet first.
Yes. Yes.
You gotta get that right.
That's right. Okay. You know what? I have a very good friend of mine. His name is Bennett Streets. Okay, he's a trainer to the stars, and that's one of the things that he preaches before the workout. He's always like, it's all about nutrition. You know, your body changes first in the kitchen and then in the gym,
Yes,
like
I
garbage
agree.
in, garbage out. You know what I mean? So, Lorianne.
Oh man.
No.
Why you look at me like that?
Because I gotta look at you like that. You know what? First of all, big shout out to John. Hey, Big John, how you
What's up,
doing?
John?
There you go. So, Lorianne, you also have another guest with you.
I do.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna tell Ruby to press that button right down there. Make sure it's down. Yep. Okay, pass the headphones over to her, and I'm going to let Lorianne introduce the second guest that she brought on, okay?
And I gotta do this good too, because I'm under pressure here. This big introduction. I still can't be like bricks.
Well, you know,
So big.
most people can't. Hey, now listen, this is a PG show. You know, you can't say stuff like that. I'm just kidding. Okay, go ahead and introduce your friend.
I would like to introduce
No,
my
you're good.
body construct athlete, Miss Stephanie, who has lost so much weight already, and her goal is to compete at the Fitness Atlantic show in 2012.
I like that.
Woohoo,
So welcome,
Stephanie!
Stephanie. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Okay, hold on, Stephanie. I'm sorry to do this. I just got to move the mic a little closer to your mouth. Don't be scared of it. There we go, right there. Okay, now, Stephanie, what is your last name? Yeah, I need to know your last name. There you go. Okay, I'm asking because you're going to get a lot of fans off of this right here, okay?
Oh, okay.
Anybody that's done the show, Lorianne can tell you, they get fans, they get followers. You can follow you on Twitter. They're going to hit you up on Facebook, and they're going to want to know all that stuff. Okay, now, Lorianne mentioned that you lost a lot of weight. I'm looking at you, and you're like, Ruby, you look amazing. You're gorgeous. So
Thank you.
how much weight are we talking about?
I don't even know because the scale.
Yeah, she lost a lot of like body fat
Right.
Okay.
because she was like working out. She was, getting
Toning
like,
up, getting
right. She was
muscle.
like, yeah, right. So she was losing a lot of body fat. Like, what was your size when you first came to class? Like, pants or...
I'm really not going to say that. You guys can relax.
Okay, what are you now?
I'll say it when he says his size.
Oh, you want to know my size? I'm a triple XL, okay? There is nothing shameful about that. That's bricks. Okay, now I said mine. Go ahead.
Yeah, no thanks. Nice try.
But she did. She lost a lot of weight. I mean, like, to me, it looks like she went down about, like, 5 sizes at least.
Really?
Yes.
It's really just a clothes
From
off
day
differently.
Okay. Okay. How tall are you, Stephanie?
Almost 5'9".
Almost 5'9".
5'8" and 3/4.
5'8" and 3/4. 5'8" and 3/4. Okay, because you was taller than me when you walked into the studio.
I got 5-inch heels on.
Yeah. It's so necessary right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's so necessary right now. All right. What have you learned from Lorianne when you initially signed up for the body construct classes that she teaches?
I would have to say I learned a lot about that losing weight is really eating, how you eat. It's about 80% of what you eat and 20% of
Gym time.
That's right.
You gotta have both, though. You gotta have both.
You gotta have both, right?
That's right, because I used to work out and not eat right.
Okay.
And I would still see results, but not the same results I see now.
Okay. Lorianne mentioned that you might possibly be wanting to do the FTNS Atlantic 2012.
Oh, I knew you were gonna hit it.
Of course. Come on now. Do you have a category in mind?
No, I don't think I've gotten that far. I think right now I'm just focusing on I might do it.
You might do it.
I'm going to do it.
No, you're going to do it.
Okay, here's what we're going to do right here.
Your instructor says you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
Here's what we're going to do.
The bus is stuck here.
Stephanie, I need you to look at me.
I'm looking at you. Go ahead.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, right here, right now, I have 125,000 people listening to the sound of your voice, and I need you to promise me something. No, don't ever roll your eyes at bricks.
I didn't roll them.
Okay. Well, don't look up at the ceiling. The ceiling's not there. I'm right here. I need you to promise me that you're going to do all that you can to get into the best shape of your life. And then I need you to promise me that you will be on stage at the FTNS Atlantic 2012.
Are you going to be there too?
Of course I'm going to be there.
All right. I'll do it then.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And now, in any way that we can help you, right? Don't be afraid to pick up the phone. Hit me on Facebook. You know, we'll work it all out. But we definitely want to see you on stage.
That sounds good. I'm ready.
What kind of diet changes have you had to make from initially signing up with Body Construct? Because we heard, you know, some of the foods that Ruby can't eat. So what dietary changes have you had to sacrifice?
Oh, my God.
Talk
Ice
to
cream.
me. Yes.
Oh, don't even mention that right now.
Ice cream.
What else?
Cheese.
Ooh, no cheese.
No
Lord.
cheese.
Okay, keep going.
No cereal.
No cereals. Keep going. It's got to be more than that.
Popcorn. I like to go to the movies. I like popcorn. I can't have it. I'm really just a sweet gal. I like sweets.
Well, I can see that, but I mean, okay. I'm going to name a list of foods. You tell me, can you still have it or
But
not?
I probably never ate it anyway.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, I already said cheese.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, I love that. Keep
Can you
going.
still have that?
No.
You know what? You're just a
I could
bully,
have peanut butter,
Lorianne.
but it's got to
Not
be
right
natural.
now.
Oh,
Not
wait.
right now.
It's got to be natural peanut butter?
Yeah, no salt, no nothing, just straight peanut butter.
No Skippy?
No Skippy?
Absolutely not.
No Jiffy, no Skippy.
None of that. You could keep that.
Okay. When you're walking through the supermarket, are you now doing something different that you're not used to doing? Like, for instance, are you reading the nutritional labels on the foods that you're picking up now, or are you just basically like, okay, Lorianne said eat this, this, and that?
I would have to say it's a little bit of both. I mean, now I look to make sure there's no salt added. But pretty much Lorianne is fabulous in that she gives a list of like exact brands, exact names of things that you can buy. So, I mean, it really helps a lot when you don't know much about.
Just bring the list to the grocery store.
That's right, and you're all set.
How much of a shock was it though when you first got the list of, the do's and don'ts, so to speak, of nutrition? How much of it was like a shock, and how hard was it for you to make that adjustment?
It was. I think it was just the amounts that was the big adjustment.
Okay.
The portion sizes.
Portion size, okay.
And also eating more frequently too.
Right,
You gotta
that's
eat
right.
Every 2-3 hours. Have to.
Right.
They would tend to skip that part.
That's right. Well, I'm not hungry. I'm not going to eat, but
Right.
you have to force yourself.
Okay, which meal would you say was the hardest meal to get started with? Was it breakfast? Was it supper? Was it
No,
snacking?
I would have to say it was my 3 o'clock meal.
3 o'clock meal. See, most people typically say breakfast. Okay, 3 o'clock meal. And what does that consist of?
Right now it's just some peanut butter, a tablespoon of peanut butter. Maybe a rice cake. Plain rice cake, no salt.
Lorianne, really?
Plain.
Let me get your chicken.
Oh, I mean, I could have my chicken, but I had my chicken at 12, so I don't want my chicken at 3.
Okay.
You gotta have your protein, your starch, and your vegetable.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you're still missing a little piece of chicken there.
Now you just put me on blast.
I didn't put you on anything. I asked you a simple question. You could have lied. She's sitting right across the way from me. If that was me, I'd have been like, oh, asparagus, Ezekiel bread, all the stuff that I know I'm not going to eat at all. That would have been me. You just told the truth. I don't,
I can't lie.
Bricks.
I'm not a liar. I don't lie.
See.
I don't lie.
Okay, Lorianne, how is this body construct thing going for you right now?
It's going really, really good. More than I thought that it would be.
Really?
So, we're doing workouts outside in the park, indoors, but when it's outside, sometimes it'll start raining, and I'm like, keep going. Rain's not going to kill you.
So you still being a bully?
I'm like, I still have to be here in the rain, so keep moving.
Okay, let me ask you a different question. This one's going to throw you off since I threw both
one of these.
both of the females off. You ready?
I guess.
Who is your favorite now?
Favorite what? Body constructor?
Yeah, who's your favorite body construct girl? Don't answer that because I got to cut to commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Lorianne just got off the hook.
I'm just going to have to think about it.
FTNS, where fitness comes to life.
Hi there, this is Jerry Zatkoff from the Nutrition Scoop. Where do you get your nutrition information from? The TV? Friends? Or maybe from the front of the package? I'll dish out the latest news on nutrition, the food industry, and research related to health and wellness. Find out what's real, what's true, and what you need to know to stay healthy in our toxic food environment. I'll tell you what to eat, when to eat it, where to buy it, and how to cook it. Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on FTNS.
Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Turn on the Just Big Show. It's a show about getting big, being big, and living big. Everything nowadays is supersized, including your hosts, Vincent DeZenzo and Matt Rhodes. Both are elite-level strength athletes, and they know how to get you bigger and stronger. If your goal is to set off every lunk alarm within a 10-gym radius and have a blast while doing it, tune into Just Big. Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on FTNS. Boomers Rock, weekdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Join your host, baby boomer Tom Matt, as he shares with you his inspirational recent personal transformation from couch potato to getting his master's degree to bodybuilder to personal trainer. You don't have to be a boomer to get inspired. Tune in weekdays at 6 p.m. Eastern on FTNS.co. Get up, get out, keep rocking. Life starts now. Need FTNS on the go? There's an app for that. Download the FTNS app for your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch now. FTNS, world's first fitness radio, will keep you moving.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Body Shop. I am your host, Bricks. In the studio, I have the newest WBFF pro, Miss Lorianne Marchese.
What's up?
I have Stephanie.
Hello.
And I have Ruby, but she doesn't have headphones on. So, Ruby, just wave to the camera. Camera right there. Just wave to the camera. There you go. There you go. 3 of the finest women I have the pleasure to be around. But I want to talk about body construct for a minute, okay? And I want to get honest opinion, and that is Stephanie.
Yes.
Besides saying great, okay, how is Lorianne really as a trainer? Is she tough on you?
Wow, Bricks. Where shall I begin?
Should I like leave?
No. You stay here. You stay here. You need to hear this.
No, she's a very good trainer. It's a love-hate relationship. I can't stand her a lot of the times, and I think she knows that because I cuss her out
All the time. Girls cuss
I will
me
be
out.
on my 7th round, and she'll be like, "You need to dip a little bit lower. You need to get lower, squat below your knees. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Lorianne, really?
I'm like, you gotta put your butt in it. Get it down.
Really?" But it's a love-hate relationship. It is. She's a good trainer. I love her to death.
Okay.
But I can't stand her during it. And I want to punch her in her face.
She did tell me that before. She's like, if you don't move in front of my face, I'm gonna punch you.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is violence.
And then I'm like, really?
I like that.
Continue, and I'm gonna give you double the rounds.
That's what it's called, body construction. That's what body construction is. Is that what it is?
Construct you down.
That's what it is? That's what it is? Alrighty. Now, okay, so it's a love-hate relationship, but how did you initially hook up with Lorianne?
Through a friend that I work with.
Tanya. She's been
Tanya.
here.
Oh yeah, Tanya.
What's up, Tanya? If you're listening.
Oh, man, Tanya Hargrove?
Tanya
Yeah.
Hargrove.
Man, when you bringing Tanya back on? See, you know
Gotta-
what? I don't want to talk to you.
Tanya, you gotta come back. You gotta make some time for us.
I know.
Okay, so how did Tanya initially convince you to take the body construct classes?
Because that's something I hate the gym. Not gonna lie, I can't stand the gym. I can't stand machines. And Lorianne doesn't like me either. So I thought, you know what? Her and I, we fit.
Okay. And then it turned into a love-hate relationship.
That's right.
Okay. Now, Lorianne, most trainers, when they're training somebody, they tend to, slack off and just have the clients do all the work. Looking at you from the last time you was in the studio, you're in amazing shape.
Thank you.
More so than when you actually won your pro card, right? So.
Right.
What have you done differently to prepare for the upcoming WBFF championships as opposed to when you initially won your WBFF pro card?
Well, I've been doing this diet. It's called a Subway diet.
You listen, you know what? Cut that out. Subway diet, huh? I'm not buying that nonsense.
I started doing the Subway diet like 6 weeks ago.
No, she doesn't eat Subway. She's trying to be funny.
I just eat Subway 3 times a day.
She's not.
You're killing me over here. You know that, right?
I can't even breathe.
The dress is too tight. That's why you can't breathe.
It's all the Subways. Oh, man.
Okay, come on. Dish the dirt.
I started my diet earlier.
Okay.
When I did like Fitness Atlantic, I started like 3 weeks before the competition. So now I did 6 weeks. So it's been a lot longer. And then also a little bit more of like isolation type stuff mixed with, also doing like the intense, type stuff too. So before I wasn't really doing like the isolation, just doing like bicep curls and things like that. Right. So I think for this one I had to do both.
Okay.
So, and kind of not doing as much cardio. So laying off a little bit on the cardio. I had to build a little bit. So
right. The category that you won your pro card in,
it's a fitness model.
Right. Are you still competing in that category as a pro, or are you making a switch over to something different?
I'm switching to bikini.
To bikini.
A little softer.
Do you feel as though that would give you an advantage, or do you feel as though, that it would just be easier for you?
I definitely don't think either of them are easy. It's both hard, but I think at where my body's at, it's just better for me to be in that category. I mean, and it's still hard. I mean, you have really good girls, up there. It's like no matter which one you pick, it's definitely going to be hard. But I think that where my body's at, it's better to go with bikini than fitness model.
Okay. Who do you see as potentially your biggest threat up on the stage? Because now you know some of the WBFF girls, and you've been a WBFF pro for a while now, and the organization obviously loves you. Your image is plastered everywhere. So Who do you see as the biggest threat?
I mean, I don't want to say it's like a threat. Like, there are a lot of girls.
Okay, biggest challenge. How's that?
No, well, more of like an inspiration. Like,
Okay.
I feel like a lot of the girls that I'm going up against, like, I've watched them, you know, like when I was, I mean, not that I'm big at all, but as I'm like growing, I've always watched them, and I'm like, it's kind of like I'm always like, wow, you know, she's doing so good. I would love to be like her one day.
Right.
And now I'm gonna be with them on stage. You know, I mean, and I'll say like who they are. You know, like Chatty. You know, like she's so awesome.
That's right.
You know, there's Nicole, you know, I've known her, you know, from my first competition I did when I was 19. It was like Miss Summer Nationals. It was my first time ever stepped on stage, and that was the year that I think that she won.
Okay.
So I've known her for like years, and to watch her go from Miss Summer Nationals to, you know, oxygen cover, and now back again on stage.
Right.
You know, that's like a big thing. So they're more of like an inspiration to me to be up there with them because they're so good.
Right.
They're very, very good. It's definitely a challenge for sure for everyone, but definitely a challenge for me. So.
All right. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Can you pass the headphones over to Ruby? I wanna give Ruby adequate time on this interview as well. Okay, bring the microphone down. There we go. Okay, Ruby, talk to me a little bit about your reality show that you have.
Okay. Thank you again for having me.
Pleasure.
Yes, the reality show basically is, you know, in the Univision Channel 18, we don't have a lot of how to say TV shows like it's gonna give something to the community, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, people call us like, oh, Ruby, I would like to meet you, could you please teach me how to model, and I would like to know more about you, can you know, all of these things when people call you over and they contact you on Facebook also, is kind of is fun to me to feel that I can help those people to succeed. Oh, I have high heels, I don't know how to walk with them.
Okay.
Can you teach me? Because I have my business is I teach modeling.
Okay.
It's called Pasarela Tutoring, and they know that because in the show we do all of these things. So also something beautiful is when I do, for instance, I'm from Panama. I do like a huge party in Panama for all the kids in my country. Last year we did like 900 kids.
Ooh.
And they call us over. They're like, oh my God, I would like to participate. How can I help? Can we do that here in Connecticut? You know what I'm saying? Like, this reality show really helped, I think, call the attention to a lot of people in different ways, you know?
Right.
And I like that. That's what I love about this show. And the person who is the producer, Joyce Bolaños, I think she really, when she decided to do a reality show, she did very good because Ketsi is from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
I'm from Panama. Ada is from Guatemala. And Joyce is from Peru. So we have diversity in the reality show, you know? So we are not going to be fighting like, oh my God, you know, let's fight. People ask us, why you guys don't fight?
No cat
It's
fights.
not about that.
Right.
You know, it's about also to bring a very nice message to everybody, not just Latinos, you know, to everybody.
Okay.
So
now, how did you hook up with Lorianne and decide to compete?
Lorianne, oh my God. Oh my God.
Lorianne, you just don't seem to be the favorite today,
As
right?
soon as you say my name, people say, oh my God.
I'm so scared about Lorianne.
That's the next step.
I met Lorianne through a friend of mine, Paula Mayo.
Okay.
And she said, well, I know somebody that is going to put you in shape, you know. And she had the bodybuilder construction. You're going to be fantastic. You're going to look better. I'm like, bring her. And then Lorianne, you know, is being blessed to meet her. She is a fantastic woman.
Right.
You know, it's good to follow her too. You know, I told her everybody wants to look like you. You have a beautiful body. Her personality is beautiful. She had a beautiful personality. You know, not in the training though. She's not beautiful. I have to be honest here. You know.
You know, you just earned like 10 extra burpees, don't you? Right?
Oh yes.
Okay.
So yeah, but she's hard. She's very, when it's about, you know, workout, you really have to do it. She's
Right.
very serious when it's about that.
Oh, I get so mad if they don't do it. So mad. I made them like repeat like a whole workout. They stayed for 2 hours.
They stayed for 2 hours.
Yeah, and then you know, some girls, I feel so bad for them because they actually did the workout and they're like, "What did I do?" And I'm like, you got to suffer because everybody else. Like Monday, they leave downstairs and left all the weights downstairs. So I had to pick them all up. All these 25-pound plates, balls. I was sweating.
God forbid, right? God forbid a WBFF pro sweats. Really?
So the next time they came in, I said, okay, 40 burpees immediately. Go. And they're like, why? Like, what did we do? I said, you guys didn't clean up. I had to clean up after you. 40 burpees now.
So you have to believe that. I don't want to say the word here because, you know.
Guess what? Next time they'll put their stuff away.
Next time they'll put their stuff away,
Exactly. That's the way it works.
Okay, let me ask you this right here. Sorry, yeah.
That's the way it is.
Don't go there.
Hey, you know what? I could do 41 burpees and then I'm going to quit. That's going to be it. When someone initially walks into Body Construct, okay,
New person.
Do you have like a one-on-one consultation with them? Do you figure out what their goals and aspirations are, or do you throw them basically
like throw them in there?
Yeah. Do you feed them to the lions or what?
No, they kind of like talk to me like on the phone. You know, I have a conversation with them because they get very scared because normally when a new person comes in, they come in from a girl in the class. So normally the girls in the class are like, oh, this is killer. Oh my God. You know, so they kind of get very traumatized. So I say, you know, don't worry. You're not going to do what they're going to do when you come in. So once they come in, they get so nervous. Like you just see in their faces, they go like from like rose cheeks to like yellow, like in the face without even starting. So then I just say to them, okay, well the workout is, you know, blah, 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 you know, 7 rounds.
Right.
I want you to do half of that. And I want you to take your time and take as many breaks as possible. But then what I end up doing that I catch myself doing sometimes is because I see people standing around, I get mad and I forget that they're new. And then I'm like, what are you doing? And then I'm like, oh, no, I'm so sorry. I'm like, you're new. I said, I apologize. I'm like this. Don't listen to me. That's just my reaction. So I say, you know, just take your time, as much water breaks, because they'll vomit. They'll vomit. I had one girl, I'm not sure if I said it on the show already. She vomited at least 8 times at the park within 5 minutes of a warm-up.
If you hear that,
see, you're making people not want to come to the show. You're making people not even want to come to your class, I should say.
That's a good time, though.
You know?
That's a good time?
Then,
watching girls throw up?
No, but I'm very excited.
I'm just kidding.
I'm very excited because I'm ex-small right now. So thanks, Lorianne.
See, they end up thanking me later.
Oh boy. Okay, Allison Genovese, she just hits me up. She said, you guys are sounding great. She loves what she's hearing, but Armal, she wants you to put the webcam on. I guess it's frozen or something like that. JP is saying the exact same thing. He says FTNS is going bilingual. It's a great show, but the webcam is frozen, but he's still listening. So
Should be up in like a few minutes.
so my super producer Armal says, you know, everything should be up in a few minutes. You know, to my fans out there, I apologize to the new fans of Stephanie and Ruby and Bubblegum Bully Lorianne. You know, we apologize about it all. Lorianne.
Yeah.
What are you looking to accomplish when you step onto the stage at the Worlds? and I'm there. And
I'm so happy you're there. Like, most importantly, I'm glad that you can call me out on stage.
See, you're not supposed to make me blush. You messing up what I'm trying to do right here, right now.
Well, now I put you on the spot.
Never that. Never that. I'm going to take bricks. You can't put me on the spot. What are you looking to accomplish when you step onto the WBFF world stage? Besides winning, like, what is your primary goal?
Well, my goal is definitely to showcase myself. I definitely am coming in different, and I also want to meet people, because at the Worlds there's so many people who are in the industry that I never have the chance to actually, go up to them and say hi. So I'm really looking to do that and meet people, and hopefully, get some stuff out of that. And I do have something that I am doing the next day. I'm doing a...
Nah, don't tell me. Here's what I want you to do. I want y'all to stay tuned. When we come back, you're going to find out what Lorianne is doing. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to The Body Shop. We'll be right back.
FTNS, where fitness comes to life.
Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Check out the Just Big Show, hosted by Vincent DeZenzo and Matt Rhodes. These guys are so large you can actually hear them sweat through the radio. Tune in for tips on how to get massive yourself. Plus, you'll hear interviews with some of the strongest athletes on the planet. So make sure not to miss Just Big, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on FTNS.
Hi there, this is Jerry Zatkoff from the Nutrition Scoop. Where do you get your nutrition information from? The TV? Friends? Or maybe from the front of a package? I'll dish out the latest news on nutrition, the food industry, and research related to health and wellness. Find out what's real, what's true, and what you need to know to stay healthy in our toxic food environment. I'll tell you what to eat, when to eat it, where to buy it, and how to cook it. Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on FTNS.
Boomers Rock, weekdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Join your host, baby boomer Tom Matt, as he shares with you his inspirational recent personal transformation from couch potato to getting his master's degree to bodybuilder to personal trainer. You don't have to be a boomer to get inspired. Tune in weekdays at 6 p.m. Eastern on FTNS.co. Get up, get out, keep rocking. Life starts now. Need FTNS on the go? There's an app for that. Download the FTNS app for your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch now. FTNS, world's first fitness radio, will keep you moving. Need FTNS on the go? There's an app for that. Download the FTNS app for your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch now. FTNS, world's first fitness radio, will keep you moving.
Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to The Body Shop. I am your host, Bricks, and in the studio I have three very, very beautiful and special women to me, all for different reasons, okay? We have Miss Lorianne Marchese, who is one of my best friends in this industry, one of my best friends outside of this industry. We speak all the time, you know. She's just very, very talented and wonderful woman. And Lorianne, you know, these ain't just compliments for the radio, because this is how you and I talk.
All the time.
All right. We have Miss Stephanie, who is giving me the look of death, but I understand that's just the way she looks. You know, again, a very, very beautiful woman who's wearing 5-inch heels, so that's near and dear to my heart. Thank you. And then we have the bilingual threats, Miss Ruby. You know, thank you. There you go. We got Ruby. Ruby has her own reality show. She has her own studio. All these women are doing big things. They're going on to bigger and better things. They're taking their body to the next level. They're stepping outside of their comfort zones. They're all agreeing to step on stage and be judged, which basically shows that beautiful women can do something besides just look good. They're willing to take on new challenges. They're willing to let people perceive them as one way and hopefully turn it all around and show them that, you know what, I'm human just like you. See what I mean? And then we got super producer Ermal, who's near and dear to my heart because he's always trying to twist my words around. You know, driving around in a $90,000 car and I can't drive it anymore because I always put him on blast on the radio. Now, the reason I said beautiful women, and now everybody out there knows me, they know I'm not politically correct. I believe all women are beautiful in their own way, okay? Whether it's, facial beauty, whether it's body-wise, whether it's your attitude, your charisma, the way you carry yourself. So when I say beautiful women, I'm talking about every woman on God's green earth. That's just me, all right? That's why I'm Playboy Bricks. So let's take Playboy Bricks and let's move this thing on to a whole nother level, and that is with Stephanie.
Yes.
The blonde bombshell.
Oh, you're cute.
Oh, yeah, Wait a minute. I'm grown. I'm handsome, baby. Just kidding here. Let me bring this interview in a different direction for you, okay? And that is there anybody out there that you would like to thank?
Oh, of course. Lorianne, of course. You. For having me.
That's it?
I guess.
No mom, no dad, no friends?
Of course, friends and family.
Okay, there we go.
Tanya Hargrove for introducing me to Lorianne.
Right,
of course.
Okay. Alexi. What are you hoping to accomplish through Body Construct and eventually stepping on stage at the Fitness Atlantic?
I think I want to do something I never thought I could do.
Right.
Like if I talked to you a couple months ago, I would never think that I would be able to do that. And Lorianne, she's so positive.
Right.
And she's so like uplifting. And that's what I like about Body Construct, because every single woman in there is very positive and we're all supporting each other.
Right.
And that's what, I really like.
Do you consider yourself a role model?
Absolutely.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Probably because of my personal life as well and where I've come.
Right.
How far I've come as a person, not only with fitness, but with personal stuff as well.
Definitely that.
I work with young ladies, who are on parole, and I help them see that there is more to life. Right. Than just, behind bars and the rough, stuff like that.
How is that for you, though? Because, that type of industry, whether it's being a corrections officer, being a social worker, parole officer, how is that when you, as a woman, have to sit down there and counsel other women and hear some of their horror stories? How are you able to detach yourself from that and then go home and have, a quote-unquote regular life?
Well, listening to them, obviously it's heartbreaking, but it's rewarding as well when you see that they make changes. But I think doing this modeling thing and doing the fitness, that's my balance. Right. That is my balance, because especially with social work, you need the balance. You can't just do social work. You'll get so burnt out. Okay. Because it's so traumatizing to hear these stories.
Do you tend to draw inspiration from some of these stories or from some of the women out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely, how far they've come. Right. A lot of them, what they've been through. I mean, even some of these girls that I'm with that are 14 years old, they've been through more stuff than a grown man has. Right. So, I mean, that's inspiring. Wow. I think that they're survivors.
Wow. It's amazing. Lorianne, big smile on your face.
Yes.
That's true. She does have a very nice smile, and she's always doing it.
He used to always call me Cheese.
That's right. That's right. See,
I used to be Cheese.
Is there anybody out there you would like to thank?
Well, first of all, I always want to thank you, Bricks.
A pleasure.
You always, bring me here and always got my back for everything. My best friend. And I want to thank all my Body Construct girls, who, come to my classes and, it actually makes me smile when I see them come and work out and do things that they never thought that they could do. Right. And then Ruby for introducing me to Univision and getting me on the show.
I need to be on the show. I need to be on the show. I'm just saying. I need to be on the show. I'm not going to put on a wig. I'm going to come just as I am. Go ahead.
So, she's brought me, there and fashion shows. She's done like so much for me, and as a friend. And then John for eating eating whatever I eat, especially during these times.
What you need to do is thank John for saying yes when you propose to him. That's what you need to thank John for. John, I got your back, baby. Don't ever worry about that.
And yeah. Well, and him just, having that codfish every night and sweet potato. And, he eats what I eat. So I don't have to cook like 2-3 meals. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, you're a great wife. Whatever.
Don't worry, I'm gonna cook for you.
Please.
Panamania or Hispanic food.
Yes.
How about that?
And I want everything. I want sofrito. I want adobo, regadito. I want all of that in my food. Okay, I don't want no Ezekiel bread. I don't want no asparagus. Even though I am getting ready for a competition, I'm not eating none of that until 6 weeks prior. Okay, so Ruby, is there anybody out there that you would like to thank?
Of course, I wanted to thank you for having FTNS.
Bless your look.
I really appreciate your time, and also Lorianne. Lorianne has been fantastic, like I said before. And she's been. It's funny when I bring Lorianne to Univision, she was like, Ruby, I don't have a lot of experience on TV. I'm like, yes, but you're gonna have it now. And she did fantastic.
Right.
I'm like, what are you talking about? You are, she was like she act every day, and that's what I say, to all of those people out there who wants to do something. Don't quit. Don't
right.
be like, oh, can I do this? Do I? Maybe I'm good for this. No, just go and do it. If you don't do right, it's okay. At least you try.
Exactly. Exactly.
But in my opinion, I'm not from Hollywood. I have to clarify this, but I love acting,
right.
And when I do it, I try to do it right. And that's what I love about this. That
Right.
you can do whatever you want, whatever you like. So she did the show and she impressed me.
Right.
Really, she did. I'm like, wow, you did act before. She's like, no, I didn't.
Look how humble she is right now. Now she's actually blushing. Her fingers are shaking. She's fidgety right now. I love that part of her when someone talks great about her and she's not sitting up there, like high and mighty. She's actually receiving the compliment and she's being humbled by it.
Exactly. That's important.
Yeah.
That's important because you can be beautiful, you can be smart, you can be intelligent, but if you're not humble, you don't go nowhere.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly. Okay, Ruby, I want you to do something a little different, okay? And that is, just hear me. I want you to say something inspirational to the Latin community who may have a hard time understanding what I'm saying because, some people think I talk too fast, some people think I talk too slow. So those that are listening to the show and they're like, okay, yeah, she sounds great, but talk to us.
Yes, awesome.
I want you to talk directly to them.
That's awesome. Do you want me to say in Spanish?
Of course.
Oh, definitely. Okay. Well, first of all, primero que todo, yo quiero decir a todas esas mujeres, no solo a las mujeres, a los hombres también, que nunca paren de soñar. Soñar no cuesta nada. I wanted to say that in English.
Yes.
To dream isn't expensive. Okay,
I like
you don't spend any single nickels to dream. So soñar es no cuesta nada, y todo lo que ustedes desean hacer en su vida, por favor trátenlo y no paren de tratarlo. Si pasó una vez y no sucedió, por favor continúen tratando, porque tratar, nothing wrong with that, pues se puede seguir tratando hasta lograrlo.
I like
Ese
that.
es mi mensaje para todos ustedes.
Basically what she said is, as long as you try, you'll never fail. It doesn't cost you anything to dream. Go out there. Anything you set your mind and your heart to, you can accomplish it. Yeah, I told y'all, bilingual bricks. Holla at your boy. All right.
You speak Spanish. Oh my God.
I do speak Spanish. And when I close out the show, I'm going to say something to the Latin community as well. All right. Let me have you, I apologize, give the headphones back to Stephanie for a minute.
Of course.
And then I'm going to have Lorianne actually close out the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have something very, very special here. Don't worry.
I can't
you still
be
got
like
time.
you.
Just practice. You don't have to be like me. Be better than me. You're a WBFF pro. You shouldn't be afraid of anything. Fitness Atlantic pro, WBFF pro, Body Construct owner. You're a bully.
A bully pro.
Bully pro. There you go. See that? See, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call up the guy on Bully Beatdown. I'm gonna help Stephanie out. Stephanie, don't worry about it. I got your back. All right.
Thank you.
Now, Stephanie, I'm not sure, so I don't want to assume. But do you speak another language?
No.
Have you studied another language?
I studied Spanish for a long time.
Okay. Can you speak Spanish?
No.
Okay. Stephanie, I want you to speak to the people out there, the young women out there. Listen, stop it. Let me finish. Speak to the young women out there, okay? Because you're a social worker.
True.
And you hear a lot of things that are going on, things that can, impact people's life for negatives. Okay, I want you to speak to the people out there who feel as though, they don't have anything, or they don't have anyone to turn to, or nobody can really understand them. Nobody's been in their footsteps, because you've dealt with this type of reality, in your daily life. So I want you to, just give them a little bit of encouragement out there, please.
Okay. I would have to say, obviously, like what Ruby said, don't give up. There's always someone, no one has ever walked in your exact footsteps, but there's always someone who's walked around them. There's books to go and read. If you read books, you'll realize you're not the only one.
You don't hate me. Stop it. You mouth the words, you love me. You can't say you hate me. I have 125,000 listeners. You're the first person that's ever said that. Unfortunately, she doesn't like being put on the spot, and I can understand that. But like I said, this is, but this is something that you deal with, on a daily basis, when you got women coming to you and they're like, I feel like giving up, or whatever. And, you have to encourage these women. Right.
But it's more, you don't just speak. I mean, anyone could speak words. Right. That's why it's so hard. It's like anyone could speak high words and tell you to do things. It's what you actually do. Okay. It's how you encourage them. Right. What can you show them?
See, that's what I wanted from you. I wanted that passion.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah, well, I need that. You know what I mean? See the way you talk, and finally I get a smile. Are you kidding me?
Oh, stop. I see. You're being dramatic.
I'm loving this. Not drama bricks. Are there any inspirational quotes that you live by yourself, or that you follow, or you draw inspiration from?
No one can make you feel inferior without your. No one can make you feel inferior except yourself.
I like that.
Is that what it is? Eleanor Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Nice.
Except yourself. Yeah.
Okay. Let me have you give the headphones back to Ruby.
Absolutely.
You're not comfortable on the air. Okay. Lorianne.
Yep.
Any inspirational quotes that you live by, or that you draw anything from?
I do. Let's see if I can think of it. Success breeds envy.
Wow.
The best revenge you can have against a jealous person is to be more successful.
Yes.
Okay. Now
I live by that, and I can thank Bricks for that one.
Oh, shucks.
I love that quote. I must say it in my head at least twice a week.
Oh boy, now you got me blushing. Ruby, are there any inspirational quotes that you live by, or that you draw any inspiration from?
Treat people the way that you would like to be treated. Because, when you treat people good, what does that mean, right?
Comes back to you.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So I always say that. I treat people the way that I would like to be treated. That's it.
I like that.
So you always have to be nice to everyone. Everyone.
Yeah, no matter what.
One day you just might need that person.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
It's interesting that you say that, because I know sometimes somebody can start off treating you badly, and they really don't know you.
Right.
They can assume that you're going to be one way.
Right.
Or assume that an action that was done was intentional, and then they go out and they're saying bad things about you, they're trashing you, and then all it takes is a simple conversation to just set that thing straight. And I know that's something that we've all been through. But Lorianne,
yes,
how can somebody get in touch with you?
They can. Well, right now my website is under maintenance.
Okay.
I have to update it. So you can contact contact me through there once it's up. It should be up in like a week or so, and that's LorianneMarchese.com or trainbodyconstruct@hotmail.com. If you want to train with me, contact me. I get you in shape.
You get him in shape, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 16 days away.
All needs your body.
From August 27th.
Is
we got
it?
the world's 16
wow.
days away. That's
I thought
right.
it was 17.
Now I'm gonna make you even more
Yes,
nervous.
you say that 2 hours ago that it was 17 days, so you got it wrong. You got it wrong, Lorianne.
16. I'm closer.
Okay. 16 days away. WBFF Worlds. You might hear this voice announcing you as the world champion. You might. You know, I'm going to do my little 5-second pause and.
Oh, you did it to me at Fitness Atlanta. I'm like ready to like throw up. I'm like, say the number. He's like 90. I'm like, I mean, there's like a million nines.
Hey, it's all about that dramatic. It's all about that dramatic. You know what? Stephanie was right. Okay, dramatic bricks. Okay. You know what? Stephanie was right. See how I tie everything back in.
Saying like that number would even be called at the world. Like my whole body is like shaking. It's like shaking. You know, I mean, we all hope to win, but
of course,
you know, if it doesn't happen, you know, that's okay. There's so many more opportunities there. So, you know, I'm there to do well.
Right.
And whatever happens, happens. You know, same thing I said with Fitness Atlantic. I of course I'd want to win, but if it doesn't happen, that's okay.
And the beauty of this, Lorianne, is you have the experience. You know what I'm saying? That's important.
Yep.
It's very important.
Experience is important. And all the pros guys have a lot of experience.
Okay, now before the break, Lorianne, you were mentioning that you have something big possibly coming up.
Yes.
At the Worlds or after the Worlds. Which was it?
After the Worlds on Sunday. I got approached to do something, and I was quite honored because normally I'm always banging on doors.
Right.
All the time. And this time the door opened to me. And I was just like, what?
So persistence pays off?
Wow. You know, that's never happened to me. And, you know, and it also goes to show that the WBFF really works hard for these athletes.
There you go.
You know, I've never competed at a show before where something like this opened up to me. You know, I opened up my email and that's what I got. So Sunday I'm doing something big, and
you can't mention it? You don't want to mention it?
I don't want to mention it.
You don't want to tease them just a little bit?
No.
You don't want to tease them a little bit?
They can go on my Facebook and just watch.
No, wait. Hold on. So 125,000 people, and you don't want to tease them just a little bit?
Nope.
You don't want to show them just a little bit of leg? You don't want to tease them? You know, you don't want to say just flash a smile or something. There you go.
It's big. It's big. It's definitely a big thing, and it was actually on my goals list this year.
Right.
And I remember writing it down, and I said, how in the heck am I going to get this?
And
the door just opened for me. And,
What door is that?
my Facebook door. Success opened up the door.
Yes.
So I got approached, and I have something set up for me on that Sunday. And if you guys want to find out, you got to go on my Facebook and say
Give them
that
the Facebook. Give them the Facebook.
Facebook.com/model Lorianne. Send me a friend request. Say that you heard me on FTNS, and I will accept you as a friend.
Nice.
And you can follow me and find out what this big surprise comes to.
All right. Well, I'll tell y'all what. If y'all don't do that, August 28th, I'm going to call in all the way from Canada. I'm going to do the show live from Canada, so I'm definitely going to make this international, bilingual, global phenomenon juggernaut that it is. And I'm going to tell you what the surprise is, or you guys can just hit me on my Facebook, follow me on Twitter. And I'd like to thank Miss Lorianne Marchese for coming back into the studio.
Anytime, Bricks.
I'd like to
Even
thank,
last minute.
I'd like to thank Ruby for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Oh, my pleasure.
You.
You know, I would always like to thank Stephanie.
Oh, you're cute.
Oh, see, I'm still cute. I want to be handsome.
You are.
And I'd like to thank super producer Ermal for, opening up the doors to just have world's first fitness radio. And I'd love to thank the fans. Without you guys, I would not be here. And in closing, I'd like to say this. Success breeds envy. The best revenge you can have against a jealous person is to become even more successful. Keep God first and everything else will fall into place. This is Bricks. I'm signing off for my lovely females and my super producer. Hey, B, I miss you, man. See you next week. Holla at your boy. I gotta go. I'll see you when I see you.
You are listening to FTNS, world's first fitness radio. Online at ftns.co. Live the FTNS lifestyle. Follow the FTNS 4-step foundation of focus, train, nourish, sustain. A holistic approach to a balanced health of mind, body, and spirit. Focus. Envision your goal to get inspired. Train. Learn how to stay active and use proper techniques so you'll see results. Nourish. Proper nutrition and hydration are keys to staying healthy and energized. Sustain. The essential 3 R's to sustain your routine. Rest and relax to recover. Build a fitness lifestyle on the FTNS Foundation. Thank you for breaking new ground with FTNS, world's first fitness radio. FTNS Radio reaches out to over 70 million online radio listeners in North America who can log in via the web at ftns.co from any computer, mobile device, or download the free FTNS iPhone app. FTNS Radio will include a wide range of shows such as strength training, bodybuilding and figure, nutrition, motivation, family, youth, elderly fitness, wellness, lifestyle fitness, interviews with professionals and enthusiasts, and much more. Programming will contain a mixture of live studio shows, but encourage listeners to call 650-ASK-FTNS or tweet in. Shows hosted over the phone, as well as remote recorded shows where our hosts travel to the story. FTNS Radio is the missing link to help make fitness personal and create a stronger community. FTNS helps listeners to focus, train, nourish, sustain, and foster the fitness community. Follow FTNS on Facebook.com/GoFTNS. Stay tuned for more exciting new shows as we build the fitness community brick by brick. Tune in at 10 a.m. Eastern for Fit You. Your hosts, John and Kelly, will discuss fitness, nutrition, and a lifestyle that will fit you. At noon Eastern, it's time for Jumpstart. Chad and Kat will help you sort through all the fitness myths with the experts in a high-energy format that will definitely pump you up. Listen into Your Health is Your Wealth with Dr. Cindy at 1 p.m. Eastern. Naturopathic Dr. Cindy Anderson will help you understand your